Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bachelorette villain Devin Strader begs fans to leave him alone. Bachelorette villain Devin Strader has faced an onslaught of hate from viewers since last week's season finale. Now he's had enough and is begging Jen Tran fans to leave him alone. Keep reading for more details. Why everyone hates Devin Strader. If you've been living off the grid for the last week, you may have missed some major drama on season 21 of The Bachelorette. Jen Tran was on the verge of her happily ever after when it all came crashing down. She got engaged to contestant Devin Strader on the season finale. But before viewers saw the bittersweet footage, Jen revealed that Devin broke up with her last month. According to Jen, her former fiancé's feelings shifted immediately after the proposal. He stopped communicating with her and ultimately ended their engagement during a short phone call. But Devin's side of the story is a little different. He admitted that yes, he dumped her on a phone call, but didn't have a choice. He posted a video addressing the situation and said that his ex wouldn't meet him in person, so he had to break up with her on the phone. Devin also included hundreds of personal text messages from Jen Tran, including a few NSFW messages that were for his eyes only. Bachelorette villain begs fans to leave him alone. Devin Strader officially gets the season 21 villain title previously held by Sam McKinney and Aaron Ur. He's faced a huge amount of hate from engaged Bachelor Nation fans. His Instagram comments are full of negativity. It's been almost 2 weeks since the final aired, and he's had enough. He replied to his own Instagram post from before the finale aired with a short message. Bachelor Nation fans responded, "No, everyone is not done." His comment received over 100 responses. His question did get a few positive comments of support. One fan wrote, "Stay strong, Devin. 100% on your side. You don't deserve to be painted the way you were on after the final rose. You clearly did put so much love and effort in the relationship." However, Bachelor Nation fans on Reddit were less supportive. Check out some of the reactions to Devin asking fans to quit with the hate. If you don't like people dunking on you, don't go on international television and act like a complete weasel. He's repugnant. He's such an asterisk cat. Tell me you want attention without telling me you want attention. Cloud chaser. In the world of reality TV, there's no place quite as intense as The Bachelorette. Drama, love triangles, heartbreak, and betrayal fill every episode, captivating millions of viewers as they root for their favorite contestants. But there's another side to this glittering spectacle, a darker undercurrent that many contestants find themselves swept up in. Enter Devin Strader, a man who went from vying for love to becoming the show's most talked about villain. Now, he's begging fans to do one simple thing: leave him alone. Devin wasn't always the villain. When he first stepped out of the limo on night one, his confident smile and well-tailored suit painted a picture of a man who knew exactly what he wanted and how to get it. In his opening confessional, he boasted about his success as a businessman and how he had no problem with the competition. "I'm here for Jen," he had declared, his voice smooth and sure. "And I don't care who I have to step over to win her heart." At first, fans ate it up. He was charming, self-assured, and with his chiseled jawline and piercing eyes, he looked like a leading man straight out of a romance novel. But as the weeks went on, something began to shift. Devin's competitive edge sharpened, and his confidence began to look more like arrogance. His suave charm started to unravel into manipulation, and his desire to win at any cost soon overshadowed his original intent. The cracks in his perfect facade began to show, and viewers noticed. By episode 4, the other men in the mansion were openly calling him out. Behind closed doors, whispers of Devin's playing a game, and he's not here for the right reasons filled the air. During group dates, his focus seemed less on getting to know Jen and more on outshining the other guys. There was the infamous moment when he accidentally pushed another contestant into the pool during a heated game of water polo. The smirk on his face as he helped the guy out of the water didn't go unnoticed. Nor did the offhanded comment he made to the camera afterward. It's survival of the fittest, and I'm not about to lose. Social media exploded. Memes of Devin's pool shove flooded Twitter. Instagram was plastered with screenshots of his sneaky grin, accompanied by captions like "villain energy" and "red flag alert." Fans were divided. Some found his cutthroat approach entertaining, even amusing, but many were outraged. The hate poured in faster than anyone could have expected. But Devin kept pushing forward, seemingly unfazed by the growing animosity online. His confidence remained unshaken, or so it seemed. The producers had leaned into his villain edit, showcasing every sly comment and underhanded move he made. Fans didn't get to see the moments where he was vulnerable, where he genuinely tried to connect with Jen. Those moments didn't fit the narrative the show was building around him. As the season progressed, the hate intensified. Devin's social media accounts became war zones. Every post, whether it was a photo of him from the Bachelorette or a casual snapshot of his daily life, was bombarded with vitriol. "You're a monster," one fan commented under a picture of him sipping coffee at a local cafe. "Jen deserves better," another wrote. The messages got darker. Threats began to slip in, and while some were easy to brush off as idle words from overly invested fans, others were more chilling. Behind the scenes, Devin's life was starting to unravel. His friends and family were getting harassed. His business began receiving negative reviews online from people who had never been his customers. He'd go to the grocery store and feel the weight of stares from strangers who recognized him, some even whispering his name as if he were a notorious criminal. The persona that had been crafted for him on television was now becoming his entire identity, and he had no control over it. Weeks after his elimination from the show aired, Devin sat alone in his apartment, scrolling through the hundreds of direct messages flooding his Instagram. Most were hate-filled rants or sarcastic digs at his expense. A few stood out. Fans who seemed to take pleasure in taunting him, reveling in the pain they were inflicting. He'd always thought he had thick skin, that he could handle the pressure of being in the public eye. But this was different. This was personal. He drafted a post, his fingers hovering over the keyboard as he tried to find the right words. A part of him wanted to lash out, to defend himself, to scream into the void that he wasn't the villain everyone thought he was. But another part of him knew that wouldn't solve anything. After a few moments, he started typing. "Hey everyone. I know many of you have opinions about what you saw on TV, and I get it. Reality TV isn't always what it seems, and the person you saw on screen isn't the full picture of who I am. The past few months have been incredibly hard for me, not because of how I was portrayed, but because of how some of you have chosen to react to it. I'm human, just like you. I make mistakes, but that doesn't give anyone the right to send hate, threats, or attack my family and friends. I came on this show to find love, just like everyone else. I'm asking, respectfully, that you please leave me and my loved ones alone. We all deserve kindness, even when we don't agree with each other." He hit post and waited, his heart pounding in his chest. Almost immediately, the comments began rolling in. Some were supportive, others were dismissive. But for the first time, Devin felt like he had taken back a bit of control over his own narrative. As the frenzy of reality TV continued to swirl around him, Devin knew one thing for sure. Being labeled a villain wasn't the worst part. The worst part was how easily people believed the label, and how quickly they forgot that behind the character was a real person just trying to survive the storm.